Ladies and gentlemen, this is $90 worth of, I wouldn't even call this groceries. This is one bag. What's in here? There's a little thing of rice in here, some mushrooms, some graham crackers, Nutella, 2 cleaning products, strawberries, some cauliflower rice, and some bread. $90. There is also a ground beef in here, but yeah, $90. And this is the reason why sometimes I go out to eat, because I don't have to cook it. I don't have to pay for the gas and electricity and my time and all that. And
if you've been to the grocery store lately, chances are you've had a moment where everything gets rung up. You look at the total, you look back at your grocery cart, and then you say to yourself, that can't be right. A few bags of groceries nowadays is somehow costing as much as a car payment. Basic staples that used to be affordable now feel like you're buying luxury food. Ground beef, butter, deli meat, paper towels. It feels like every trip to the grocery store is now coupled with a surprise. Today we're going to be taking a look at more clips of people around the country posting their grocery bills and showing what prices they're finding in the supermarket aisles. Others are comparing today's price to prices just a year ago and asking the same question that a lot of us have been asking ourselves lately. How did we get here?
Inflation is hitting everybody hard out there. I just want to let you know the managers at Walmart have your back. Manager special, 49 cents, down from 15. Thank you for your service.
Butter's on sale for $8 a pound. $23.49 for paper towel. Probably gonna buy 10 packages at that price. Can't beat it. Wow, only $7 for asparagus that might last until tomorrow. What am I gonna do with all this money I'm saving? Probably gonna plan a trip or something. Everything is so cheap. It's like they're giving it away. Start the car. Great news. Groceries only came to $150 and everything fit nicely into this bag. Isn't that convenient? There should be enough food here to last us through the weekend. If these great savings continue, you may only have to work until you're 88 instead of 90. Wouldn't that be nice?
You know, this is kind of one of those situations where if you don't laugh, you'll cry.
I'm at Walmart right now. Tell me if I'm tripping, but the price of meat has significantly gone up. Like, are we dead serious right now? Like, are we dead ass? Is this real life? I am so shocked. Like, I am so shocked. Is this real life? This is expensive.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. One thing that done piss me smooth the fuck off is coming back to America and having to pay American prices for motherfucking food. Like, my nigga, I just bought a cookie for like $2.50. $2.50 for a cookie, bro. Nigga, I was getting motherfucking whole goddamn them big ass bowls of ramen I was posting on my stories and shit, bro. I was getting 2 of them bowls for like $3-4. Whole bowls of ramen, beef, chicken, pork, whatever, bro, for like $3-4 for 2 bowls. And I'm paying that for one cookie in America. Nigga, I could go up and down the street, find me a little spot, get a steak, get the fried rice and shit with it, some udon, the little noodles, bruh, $2-3, and a drink. Mind you, in America, we ain't even getting real food, real meat. We getting squirrel meat and fucking deer ankles and goddamn fucking moose hoofs and shit in our fucking food. Matter of fact, half the shit we get in our food ain't even organic material to begin with. It's chemicals and shit we can't even pronounce the fucking name to. Methylalkyladoxide. All the dyes and shit, bro. Like, man, fuck. Now, I was in the airport, as soon as I was in Houston airport, I go to Whataburger. I looked at that menu. I got mad at them fucking prices. I just turned around and walked off, bro. Mind you, I just left Japan airport. And they had big ass boxes of sushi. You know what I'm saying? Like sushi to go boxes from the restaurant for like $3-4, $4-5. The fuck is going on in America? I'm sick of this shit.
I am a cheap ass sometimes, and I will order like off-brand, off-store name items, and I'm like, oh, they taste exactly the same. And my husband's like, no, they really don't. So I have been drinking this off-brand coffee, like instant coffee, for a little while, and it was not good. It was not good. And so I have been seeing a lot of people use this. So I was like, I have to go get me some. This stuff is so good. Like, now I have to go apologize to my husband because that store brand sometimes does taste worse.
Then I realized something. A lot of grown folks don't know how to grocery shop.
This is so true. I grew up, we were on welfare my entire life. I did not know my mom without food stamps. And even me, I was a teen mom, so I started out on food stamps. By the age of 20, I was making enough that there were no more food stamps. That first trip to the grocery store where I had to spend $150 cash out of pocket, I was like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because this isn't going to happen. So I learned to coupon. Some of the women that I worked with had coupon binders. They helped me to know where to get my coupons, how to organize them, how to look for the sales, shop at multiple stores, get the best bang for my buck. And this is when I was heavy into it. I wasn't an extreme couponer, but I was like, we were stocked up couponer. I would get $500 worth of groceries and it would be $100 or less. Now, I don't have time to coupon. I'm not gonna say I don't have time. I'm just lazy. I just I make a little bit more and I just don't do it. But I still should. But I do still shop at multiple different grocery stores and Amazon. I start out at Kroger's. Kroger's always runs weekly sales. It's normally cheaper than the other stores. So I get whatever is part of the weekly sale from Kroger's. And then I go to Aldi because Aldi is just cheap. So whatever else I can get from Aldi, I go there. And then I go to Walmart as a final, because honestly, Walmart's probably the cheapest of all if it's not a normal Aldi brand that I can use or if it's not on sale at Kroger. And then Amazon. I follow this wonderful woman that calls herself Mama Deals through the Telegram app who releases deals all the time. I get some crazy things for crazy cheap, and that's how we're able to stock up all the time. I spend no more, and we're a family of 7. We have a baby, and the baby's not eating yet, and I'm not counting baby milk. But for the rest 6 of us, I spend at the grocery stores for food and snacks and all that good stuff, probably $600 a month. And then on Amazon with extra food and things, I may get snacks that are on sale, probably another $50 out of the month. So it truly is like, if you shop smart, you definitely could save the money. It really doesn't cost as much. Now, granted, groceries have doubled. I could have been doubling down on what I've been buying. And I also have to be conscious about what I'm picking up. I literally shop the sales. Now that the price of meat is outrageous, no matter what type of meat you get, I'm very conscious about what we eat. We only eat whatever I find on sale for the week. There is no more meal planning. I used to plan out 10 meals at a time. There is no more of that because we're not having pork chops. If pork chops aren't on sale, we're not having pork chops. When I do find pork chops on sale, I'll buy 10 packs. We got a freezer outside. If I find chicken on sale, I'll buy 10 packs and put them outside the freezer. So we eat whatever's on sale for the week. So she's right. A lot of adults just don't know how to grocery shop. Mine is my OCD and the need to save money that led me to this point, but it can be done.
I'm going to tell you 3 things I stopped buying that have saved me a ton of money. The first thing is name brand groceries. Now I need you to hear me out. Number 1, I have already said I have my few things that I'm like, I have to buy the name brand. I just truly feel like I have to. It's worth it to me. So I'm not taking your Heinz ketchup from you if that's your thing, or your Campbell's soup, or your whatever. I'm not, but in general, overall at the grocery store, if you will buy name brand, you will save so much money. And if you don't think it's true, I want you to go to whatever grocery store you use, find their app, put everything in there that you need name brand, write down the total, delete it all, do it again with off-brand, come back and tell me I'm wrong. You're not gonna come back and tell me I'm wrong because I'm right. Random Target runs. Random fill in the blank runs. There's no randomly running to Target. There's no randomly running to TJ Maxx. There's no, I want to go to Hobby Lobby right now and just getting in the car and skadoodly-doo over there. No, we don't do that. That's how you save money. Those are things you plan for. Lastly, subscriptions that I have forgotten about. I'm not going to pay for something I haven't forgotten about. I used to, and it would catch me every time. I meant to cancel that. Well, I've already paid for it, so I'll just go ahead and, keep it for a month and I'll cancel it and then rinse and repeat. I do not pay for things that I do not use. If I realize that I have not logged on to any streaming device or any app or anything I pay for and I'm not using it, and I realize that, not even once a month, like if I'm not using it on the regular, that alone is easily $200 a month, those 3 added together. Come back for more and drop me your tips in the comments.
Stop buying the name brand stuff. And I know some of you are thinking, duh, Jenny, I'm poor. I always buy the off-brand stuff. And some of you are thinking, well, I'm not going to eat the off-brand fucking Texas toast or mac and cheese. But a lot of people are going to start feeling a pinch in ways that you and I have never seen. And I've seen some shit. I have reduced my cost to only the essentials. I buy food, I buy gas, I pay my bills. That's it. If people like me can reduce our cost so that we have some left over at the end of the week or the end of the month, whatever, we can help others. And that has got to be our goal in the coming times. I don't know for how long. Everything's fucked. People are going to need food. Like, shit is going to get cut off on November 1st. People's healthcare costs are going to skyrocket. People are going to need help. If you aren't down with that, like, what are you doing following me? That's like my whole thing, is helping other people. We don't get through this by watching each other drown. We get through this by helping. And some of us are more able to do that than others. I'm kind of in a financial bind right now myself, but I am still more able to do something than somebody else. If I can inspire you to do anything, it's to step up and do something like that. Give $10 to a food bank. Start your own food bank. Find people to give directly to. Buy a meal, buy a couple meals. That's the only way we survive any of this. And it's how we really show that we are who we say we are.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Once we finally get out of this economy, I probably will never spend money like I used to anymore. I'm traumatized. Like, we are not living in a time where it's like a spend the money and get it right back. It's spend the money and pray you could even get some back. Like, I am terrified right now. Like, I'm sorry, but like, every day you wake up, it's something new. Like, what the freak is going on? I'm flabbergasted. I'm so, like, if y'all don't have to spend money, don't buy no new shoes, don't buy no new clothes, don't buy nothing. We have enough materialistic things that if we only have to buy food, just focus on that. At this point, we're not worried about what somebody else has got, because we are all in the freaking front right now.
Why are appetizers the same price as entrees now? Like, genuinely, what is happening? And when did that happen? I saw someone make a video about this the other day and it clicked for me. Like, appetizers and entrees should not be the same price in any world. Appetizers used to be like a fun little addition, something you'd add just to have on the table. All of your friends and you can buy a couple together and just snack on them. But now you open the menu and spinach dip is $19. Why is spinach dip just as expensive as a full meal? And don't even get me started on mozzarella sticks. Like, there's no world where 4 mozzarella sticks should enter the entree category in terms of pricing. It doesn't make sense. And for some reason, these restaurants are still calling them shareables. Like, oh, they're little snacks you can share with your friends. Like, it costs more than the meal. We're gonna be financially ruined if we all get appetizers. And on top of that, the appetizers are smaller. They're not the same quality as they used to be before. And for some reason now, a burger doesn't come with fries. Like, if you wanna get fries, you gotta pay extra money for it. Appetizers are supposed to be casual, low stakes, a little treat before the meal, not a major investment. Like, when did it become acceptable for appetizers to cost more than the actual meals? I know we're all gung-ho on no more QR codes, but we need to talk about this too. It just doesn't sit right with me.
I keep hearing people say that groceries are more expensive than eating out these days, and that might be true. If you can't grocery shop worth a damn. Oh, a McDonald's burger is $7, but all the ingredients for a burger at the grocery store is $17. Yeah, but you can have burgers all week. It might not be what you want, but 8 out of 10 times, groceries are always going to be cheaper. Now, do I want to cook? That's a different story. There have been times when all I had was 2 nickels to rub together. I would go to the store and buy a rotisserie chicken, a sack of potatoes, and vegetables for like $30, and that would last me all week. You try to go out there and eat out on $30 all week and try to get decent protein and nutrition, and especially if you're trying to lose weight. You try to go out there and eat healthy, eating out on a budget, and see if you need to sell a kidney. Another example is pre-cut fruit. I love me some pre-cut watermelon from Publix. Ooh, the best. But if my funds were low, I gotta cut the damn watermelon myself. I could buy a watermelon for $6, and 3 slices of Publix watermelon is like $6.50. So yes, grocery shopping is more expensive than eating out, if you can grocery shop correctly.
Hey MAGA, thank you so much for electing Donald Trump. Because this is what I, as a red-blooded American, can get at Costco for $58.42. Now, under Biden, I'd spend about that much to get 20 to 23 items, and it would cost me between $60 and $65. But under Trump and his economic plan, oh, it's such a treat. So here's all the things that I can get now. Bagels for $7.99. Which, it's Costco. It's a lot of bagels. I freeze one bag. It's great. Blackberries, $4.99. $4.99. Raspberries, $3.99. Oh. No, it's not organic. Just mixed bell pepper. $6.89. Thanks, Trump. $7 for 6 bell peppers. But, you know, we got Sleepy Joe out of there, and... Huh. Okay. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Organic cucumbers. 3 cucumbers. Uno, dos, tres. $6.99 for 3. $7 for 3 cucumbers. Ah! MAGA. My beloved assortment of lettuce. I'm a veggie girl, can't you tell? All this lettuce, $4.69. $4.69. That's okay, you know, this used to be $2.99, $3. But hey, $5. $5 now. Thanks, Trump, thanks. Oh my God, yay. Oh, the creme de la creme of this whole order. We're coming up on the last 2 items. Mind you, I spent $58. $58 for 8 items. My beloved fried cheese tortellini that I've been eating for so long. Today was $12.89. $12.89. It used to be $8. Went from $8 to $12. That's pretty much 13. It's 13 bucks. From $8 to 13 bucks. Thanks. Oh my gosh. America first, right? Look at us. My beloved basil pesto to go with it. $9.99. $9.99. This same thing, and someone tell me if I'm wrong, this used to come in a 2-pack. You used to get 2 of these for $5, $6, that range. So I went from getting 2 of these for about $6 to now getting 1 for $10. Republicans, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, gas. Let's talk about gas. I had a half a tank of gas in my little Toyota. Half a tank. Oh, it's not gonna be that bad. $22 for half a tank of gas. When Biden was in office, you wanna know how much I paid for a full tank of gas? I'm running on empty, and I'm speeding to Costco before they close. $23 on empty. So, woo! America first. Love it. Thanks, y'all. Thanks.
Somebody needs to explain to me why I can't afford this ground beef. I go into the supermarket, okay, because I'm looking for some ground beef for my lasagna and also for my spaghetti. I read the ground beef. Why is it $30? Who can afford that? And don't get me started on the chuck roast. The chuck roast is like $15 per pound. You guys, that is insane. What happened to groceries becoming more affordable? What the hell? That's an affordable lie. Like, I am so disgusted right now. Dinner canceled because I can't even afford the beef for the dang on lasagna.
I knew it was bad. I just didn't know it was this bad. I ran to the grocery store for my parents who are getting a little bit older and it's not as easy as it used to be. And I said, I'll do it for you, no big deal to me. So I went to Publix, which I am an Aldi girl, and you know, sometimes Walmart, not a huge fan, but yeah, so Aldi, and I get about the same things every single week. I know what my food costs are going to be. And so I'm in Publix, and I literally started gasping at the prices. Gasping. Things that used to be like, I don't know, $1 are now $3. For example, just a regular old jar of spaghetti sauce, usually $1.25, $3.79. A case of the mini Dr. Peppers, ready for this? $8.49. What? Oh, here's a good one. You know those boxes of like chicken broth and everything that you get? They used to be 99 cents. Yeah, no, they were $3.85 for a box of chicken broth. $3.85. Oh, this is the one where I literally saw stars. I was so losing my mind. So I'm making this family recipe called hot fruit, right? In really super yummy, lots of butter and some canned fruits, right? It's just the right texture. So a small can of chunked pineapple, and I'm talking store brand, $2.85. Then for the store brand quartered pears, just a can of quartered pears, $2.45. Oh, but wait, don't order yet. The peaches were $3.29 for a regular size can. Not the big can. No, just a little, little 10 ounce. I don't know how you guys are doing it. As I've said before, it's just me. And when you're yourself, you get in your little habits and you eat your healthy food and you don't think too much of it. My weekly grocery run, including my little bottle of wine, is about $42. So for this total today of $185.43 that will get them through the week. I don't know how you people with families are doing it. This is awful. Awful.
And that is probably the biggest change happening here. Americans aren't simply buying fewer groceries. They are becoming more deliberate about every item they put in the cart. They are comparing brand. They are checking unit price. They are waiting for sales. They are buying store brand. They are planning meals around what is affordable. And they are becoming much more willing to leave something behind if the price doesn't make sense. That is a major shift for groceries companies because the old formula depended heavily on habit. If you always bought the same series, the same detergent, and the same snack, a price increase might not immediately change your behavior. But once shoppers start comparing everything, the shelf becomes a competition, and the numbers show just how significant the brand shift has become. FMI says 92% of US grocery shoppers now have store brand products on their household, up from 89% in 2025. McKinsey found that roughly 85% of customers believe private label match or beat national brand in quality, and Reuters reported that retailers are responding by expanding private label selection as consumers search for better value. Conservatives may look at this and say the problem is the cost of inflation, energy, tariff, government policy, or the cost of doing business. Liberal may emphasize corporate pricing, wages, food company, economic and purchasing power. But underneath, that political argument is something both sides can see. The shoppers has changed. Americans are becoming harder to predict. A familiar brand isn't automatically winning anymore. A bigger package isn't automatically better. A convenient product isn't automatically worth the price. And the grocery stores isn't just competing for someone's money anymore. It is competing for their trust, and that price is actually worth paying. That is why groceries companies are noticing, because when millions of shoppers change the way they decide what they goes into the cart, the entire groceries aisle has to change with them. Thank you. Put your thought in the comment section. I will see you in the next video. Bye.